She said your future son-in-law. She ain't playing about him. But I know he's only looking at her to get to the dad. Hello and welcome back to Actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host Lily, and today I will be reacting to The Good Bad Mother episode 2. So last episode there was so much to unpack there, and I'm kind of still unpacking it. So I will refer y'all to episode 1 reaction for The Good Bad Mother just to get all the details there if you have not yet watched my reaction to episode 1. And then come on back here and we're going to get into episode 2. Because I'm not even going to do a recap because there was just so much. And the first episode of The Good Bad Mother, if you're watching this on YouTube, is available for free for the public on Patreon. Just so you can see in full what I mean. Just in case you don't have Netflix. Or in case you don't have JTBC in your country or your area. So you can at least see that. But yeah, like it was a lot going on. It was too much going on. But at the end of the day, Kang-Ho, he decided that he was going to become a prosecutor like his mom wanted, but to spite her. And the ending scene of episode 1 was basically him coming face to face with his father's killer as a quote-unquote unethical prosecutor, just like the prosecutor who got his father killed in the first place. So I already know, based off of like the roles that he takes, like especially his recent role in The Glory, that this is giving like he's an executioner on the low vibe. Like he might be working as a prosecutor that's quote-unquote unethical, but I feel like he's not as unethical as he wants people to believe he is. And he is working on finding evidence to prove that they did what they did to his dad all those years ago. And I think that that's what's happening here. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that. And I try to avoid TikTok. Like TikTok is what made me get into the show. But yeah, I'm trying to avoid TikTok so I don't get like any spoilers going on with the show. But yeah, so that's basically it. But I am definitely feeling like he is pretending to be an unethical prosecutor just so he can get his revenge. But that's all I can really deduce. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but let's see. And so if you're watching this on YouTube, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, because we are on the road to 300 subscribers, and every day we get a whole heck of a lot closer to that road, and we're on the ultimate road for 1,000 subscribers. But right now the goalpost is at 300. It will keep moving it after we pass every goal. So yes, and then also don't forget to give this a good thumbs up, because likes help the algorithm on YouTube, I guess, and it helps people know that it's a good video, I guess. So don't forget to like it, and then also don't forget to leave your comments if you like to leave a comment. And without further ado, we are going to get straight into The Good Bad Mother episode 2, because it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be cool to see this and how it's going to play out. So yeah, and then yeah, we're just going to get straight into it and just see what it's going to do here, because I am really excited to see what it's going to do here. Yeah. And before we get into that reaction in full, I knew I was like not forgetting something, because this is unscripted, y'all. Like all my reaction videos, they're unscripted, and sometimes I'll be forgetting stuff because I don't have a script that I go by. I just be winging it from memory and just reacting genuinely. That's what I try to do. So yeah, like the intros and the outros are the only thing that are kind of like scripted. Everything else, I'm watching it for the first time with y'all. So yeah, I got a lot of self-discipline here. Only thing that it comes down to not having self-discipline, y'all, is when it's them BLs, okay? Like, I love me a good BL. And I have not been able to react to any since Moonlight Chicken on this channel, because I've been watching them. Like, I have no self-control. Like, I can't wait to put myself in front of a camera and react to them. Like, I gotta get into it. And I'm a binge. So, that is why y'all haven't seen BLs. But this Pride Month, we in June right now. And I'm definitely gonna get into some, because some new ones is coming out. And you know, in the midst of everything going on with GMMTV, I still need to react to some of my faves on that network. So we're gonna get into that later. But yes, the Patreon shout out does go out to Keisha L. Once again, thank you so much for your support. It really does mean the world to me. And all the other pages on Patreon, thank you so much for your support as well. And yeah, and if you want to see what's going on with Patreon and you're watching this video on YouTube, do not forget to click the link in the bio or in the description, and you'll be able to check out the Patreon and see what you want to do and if you want to become a patron. But yes, without further ado, for real this time, we are going to get into The Good Bad Mother episode 2 and see what's going to happen here with our characters that we got introduced to in episode 1. Like, why is my guy just stone faced? Like, he has not been happy since he was in high school. Okay, y'all, now for some reason, like, I've been seeing there's been Netflix documentaries, and I haven't watched that one, but there was recently, a few weeks ago or a month ago, there was a Christian cult in Korea that was just outed for their leader being really unethical and unscrupulous and doing fraudulent things to where he went to jail. And the members of that cult didn't even know they were in a cult until the documentary came out. And I was so taken aback by that. But yeah, you gotta be careful with these religious folks, because some of them is really self-serving and it ain't have nothing to do with God at all. And you really gotta be careful. That's why I'm glad she was just brushing this man off, because you just don't know who could be into cultish things and be using the guise of religion to cover it all up. So yeah, I'm glad they point that out here, because apparently it's a thing in Korea. It's a thing in the States too, but I guess it's a little bit more deeper in Korea for some reason. I'm not really sure why. You would have had one had he not killed him. That's for sure. Oh, I can imagine all the emotions he's going through right now. To be face to face with somebody who did that to your parent before you were even born. That is at the real. They took everything from him. His relationship with his father, whether it would have been a good or bad one, all the endless possibilities. I never even thought about that. He's a really great actor, because you can tell the conflict in his acting for this character. All the conflict that he's going through right now, being face to face with the man who literally caused his father's death and who framed it as a suicide to try to embarrass him further, even in death. And then all the evil that toll took on his mother, to where she was crazy towards him, and out of fear, really. That's why she pushed him so hard, was because of her fear of what happened to his father somehow happening to him, and how the only way that he would be powerful in the world that they live in would be if he literally was a person that upheld power and law and order. And then just seeing that, and then seeing him come face to face with this man who we all know is beyond the scope of crazy and has serious blood on his hands, and just him looking at him and knowing that he robbed him of his father, robbed him of his relationship with his father, robbed him of a family unit that included his father, and all that he did, and then all the endless possibilities that could have came out of his relationship with his father, because it could have been a good one, it could have been a bad one. You just don't know how it would go. But just to be robbed of that possibility and all the endless realities of that, and not even be able to have a choice, that's kind of heartbreaking. It could be devastating in a way. So the fact that he's even able to still speak to this man and put on this guise that he's putting on in this act is truly incredible. It shows incredible strength on his end, but at what cost? I'm wondering how much of himself he's giving up to do this charade to get these people for killing his father. That's what I'm really gonna wonder. How much of himself is he gonna lose to get revenge?
뭐가 달라지나요? 힘없고 능력 없는 애비 밑에서 당신 아들은 살인자가 됐는데.
Oh, damn. Did he have to say that? That was incredibly rude, sir, and you know better.
하셨잖아요.
Miss Ma'am,
오장육부와 죄에 녹아 문드러져 있다고요.
what kind of family does this woman come from?
그 시장적인 소리랑 상관없어.
아이 그냥 그랬다.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's no reason to. Okay, y'all, like, even if you get your pamper on and somebody does do that by accident because you moved, it don't mean you get to kick them. Even though, like, I can see if it was an involuntary response, but she deliberately kicked her after she cut her. Deliberately. Like, that wasn't an involuntary response. You don't do that. Accidents happen. Your toe will heal. It'll immediately stop bleeding. You put pressure on it for a couple minutes. Like, she acted like she like gashed her now. If she did that, then yes, you kick her because you know she did that on purpose. But you don't kick nobody for accidentally nicking you while they doing your pedicure. That's just rude. That's real rude. Oh, okay, those are fighting words. Cause you threw the first kick, and now you punishing people. Okay, see, I couldn't be in a K-drama. Why? Because some of these scenarios don't be making sense. Sometimes they just be sitting there and letting people pour stuff on you, throw stuff at you, spit on you, and you do nothing? That's not realistic. That's not realistic. That has to be a K-drama writer. Because ain't no way you gonna let somebody do this to you and just take it. I don't care how conservative the society is. All I know is you start something, I'm gonna finish it. And I'm not even a confrontational person. Okay, I love to follow peace with all men and women if possible. But when I get provoked, when you start coming into my personal space and you start to get on my nerves, oh, things will definitely get dealt with. Because you know, if you mess around, you're gonna find out. And I'm always gonna help you learn your lesson. You know, but that's just me. But yeah, like, sometimes that's just what's bothering me about like K-dramas for a hot minute since I've been watching them, especially when it comes to like bullying issues. I'm like, sometimes you gotta beat them down. Don't beat a bigger person. Like, you know, I love me some Michelle Obama, but when she said when they go low, we go high, nah. When they go low, I'm gonna raise you that, and I'm gonna go until it's damn near hell. Okay, I'm gonna go so low, you gonna understand that you don't want to do this with me no more again. That's how I am. But you know, in a very classy way. But if you continue to be unclassy and uncivilized, I can match that energy real quick. And that's all I'm gonna say.
변두리가 눈썹을 시작하자. 어때?
Oh, the big business owners.
난 너무 좋지.
Two women getting it. I love this.
자 그러면은 네가 사장해라. 어? 그리고 나
Okay.
당분간 돈 못 붙여.
So Mi-joo got kids. We already know who the daddy is. We don't even gotta think about it. The only man that Mi-joo has ever loved has been Mr. Prosecutor. So it ain't too far of a stretch to say that these kids is his. Let's just establish this now that those are his kids. Okay? Okay. Because they're real smart like her and him, real witty, and they got mouth on them. Especially the young woman, this young little girl right here. She out here just purposely saying the craziest things just to get her mom all riled up. I love that for her. She's so precious. And they look like both of the actors if they were, like if you put them together genetically. That's the cute part. Okay.
없다고 하세요.
예? 없다고 하라고요?
하다 싶으면 전화 좀 주세요. 부탁드리겠습니다.
이거요.
Oh, he has found a new target.
그러니까 그냥 무슨 약이냐고.
You know how illegal it is in Korea. Don't be playing these games. Oh. It's just a purse, girl.
제보를 받는 과정에서
Now she don't like him. She said your future son-in-law. She ain't playing about him. But I know he's only looking at her to get to the dad. But who he think he grabbing on? And then to add insult to injury, Go put some water on a rag and wipe his hands like just touching him was dirty. Ooh, I hope he get all of them. I hope he get all of them, because that would provoke even the calmest of people to wrath. That's all I'm gonna say. He playing them against each other.
모태수요는 아직 아이의 존재를 내고 모태수는 저를 얻고 저는 아버지를 얻게 되는 거죠.
Oh, wow. This is
그야말로 누구나
elaborate.
쉽게 배신할 수 없는 사이 가족이 되는 겁니다.
He really putting it all out there. Goodness, I don't know how this gonna go for him.
아들내인가?
Oh, so he's gonna have to kill the woman and the child. That's what they're saying? Oh my god. I know he's not gonna do anything to her. He's gonna have to find a way to hide them both and make him look like he killed them when he didn't. But he can figure it out, sir. You got this. Oh, I do love to see women successful. Oh, she looks so cute. Like she's like a congressman's wife or something. Like it's giving very much wonderful and bright. And yellow is her color. Come on now, sis. I understand she looked like a pickled radish. That's messed up.
뭐야? 이제 애 입양 가지고?
Damn. Well, she kinda bred him to be like this, girl. That's what she wanted. Now he has the power. And he's trying to get it by any means necessary. It's what you wanted for him, right? So she gonna have to sign it. Because this is what you taught him. That this was what's important. He really don't want to do it, but it's what's necessary to get for the plan that he has to move forward. Like he said, go for the home run or strike out, sir. He going for the home run, y'all. And that's the crazy part. He is going for the home run in this, regardless of the cost, because it's costing him a lot. He has given up his relationship with Mi-joo for some reason to pursue this woman, and it's all a part of his plan. He has given now up his relationship with his mother on this path that he's going on. He's really committed to his path of revenge for his father's death, that these two men that he's entangled with are responsible for directly. And he's trying to use his position as a prosecutor to position himself in between these two people. But they're going to dig into him. I feel it. They're going to dig into who he is, because his mother, they know who his mother is. But once they dig into who his father is, they're going to understand that he got a motive in approaching them. They're going to understand that he's not doing this because he's unethical. He's playing the part to get close. And that is something that Kang-Ho is not counting on, and he needs to think about. Because he could put on the airs of being an unethical prosecutor and helping them with their misdeeds. But once they find out who his biological father is, they're going to try to get rid of him. And I don't trust this woman next to him for a single minute. Because she was in the car alone for too long. And they keep pointing the camera at the water bottles. So I'm pretty sure there was something in his bottle he just drank. Oh. Girl, get him. That's... That white truck is always a problem in a K-drama. Okay, with a little music. Okay. But Kang-Ho, I'm like, I know he's still alive because he's a main character, and they don't kill off their male leads like that in K-dramas. That's something that Western dramas would definitely do in a heartbeat, but K-dramas don't usually do that. So I know he's still alive somehow, some way, but he definitely ain't gonna be all right. Okay, let's just say that right now. This man is not gonna be okay. Okay, he is not gonna be okay. He gonna have there's gonna be some bodily damage, some broken bones. He might have some brain damage going on. He ain't gonna be okay. That was quite a tumble. That was quite a tumble. I must say, that was quite a tumble. He ain't gonna be okay, y'all. We can hope, we can wish, but no, like thoughts and prayers, that ain't gonna cut it this time. He gonna be hurt for a minute off of that. And I know she had something to do with it. She definitely put something in his drink while she was sitting in that car, and he drunk it. That's why she was driving. But I feel like she didn't know that the truck was gonna hit the car. She just thought they was going. I don't know if she's in on something that her dad did, or if she did it so that she can drive and he could rest, or why she spiked his drink. But she definitely spiked his drink. I don't know if she was behind the truck hitting the car. That could have just been something her father did without telling her, but she definitely did something with his drink. And it's very obvious that Kang-Ho, he is playing the role of a villain, but he is very much still in the process of getting revenge for his father. And that is what we're seeing him do this whole episode. Episode 3, I don't know what it's going to bring, but he definitely going to be in the hospital. For sure, for sure. But yeah, that is my reaction to The Good Bad Mother episode 2. I'm excited for episode 3. It was a lot to take in this episode. A lot happened. A lot of clues that I probably couldn't even get into fully were revealed here. We know that Mi-joo is starting her own nail salon with her friend. We know that she has 2 twins that are most definitely Kang-Ho's kids. And the way he was acting when he saw them, I don't know if he didn't see them or if he thinks that they are kids that she had with another dude that's not him. But it's very obvious, like, sir, you're the only man that she's ever been with and that she's ever looked at romantically, so they have to be yours. Like, Mi-joo is not the type of woman that would just be with somebody randomly once she was in love with him for as long as she was in love with him. And she most likely is still in love with him. Like, those are his kids. Like, nah. She's not that type of person. Like, that would just, especially because she has, like, I know the type of woman she is, and that women like that do not just have kids by randoms, especially out of wedlock, with a man that they ain't in love with. And she ain't ever been in love with nobody else but him. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, those is his kids. I don't know why they broke up, but I hope that we get into what happened between him and Mi-joo, because we already know what happened between him and his mother. She literally groomed him to be this way, and she being hurt by the fact that he is this way, even though he's pretending. Like, ma'am, you raised him to be this way. This is the product of your good, bad parenting. Like, that's why it's called The Good Bad Mother, because it was good in some portions of her parenting, and then it was very bad in others. The fact that this man is literally triggered by food because he can't be full or else he can't study. That's literally ingrained into his brain. We didn't forget. The North remembers. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're going to see how they're going to deconstruct the trauma that she kind of inflicted on him in his childhood and in his young adult years. How this accident can hopefully mend something between them, because it's going to take a lot. But yeah, y'all, that's my reaction to The Good Bad Mother episode 2. And if y'all stayed into the end of this video, and you're watching this video on YouTube, I want to thank you so much for staying all the way until the end. And also, don't forget to subscribe since you're all the way to the end, because we are on the road to the end game being 1,000 subscribers. But right now, the goalpost is at 300. And we is closing that gap real good here. And yeah, don't forget to like, because liking the video helps it get out to more people. And also don't forget to comment your thoughts if you would like to. And then to all the people on Patreon who are watching, thank you so much for being patrons on my Patreon. And I'll continue to bring both my patrons on Patreon and my YouTube subscribers more content soon. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.